Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. I'm an interpretive tarot card reader and this will be a special segment for you. Let's have a look, Taurus, and see what's coming up for you here in terms of your next major love relationship. Taurus. There's a lot to do with family or tradition. I think you have someone quite family orientated coming in, or potentially someone who has their own family or has children. I think with the Ten of Pentacles, the Page can be that youthfulness, the Four of Wands can be marriage. Taurus, this is quite interesting. I feel some of you, there is a lot that can come from this relationship. Most obviously, it can point to someone who will want that sort of future with you. You've got the marriage card next to this person, so maybe they are looking to settle for marriage. I definitely feel you're coming up as someone they could see themselves settling down with, Taurus. So straight away, there's going to be a strong desire, I feel. But for some of you, it could be someone who is unavailable, okay? I do want to say for some of you Taurians, you might meet someone who already has established some sort of relationship or family or connection, and there might be unavailability. You know, the Two of Swords prevents us from moving forward in a situation. Sometimes the Ten of Swords is being stuck in some sort of hamster wheel of betrayal or someone having a strong grip over us. So, Taurus, I feel like for some of you, not for all, but for those of you starting a relationship from some sort of affair, you know, it could be this what's coming up. And this could be a significant relationship for you, but I feel like there's something to do with unavailability and a few blocks. Now, this may not be for everyone. For some of you, it could be that this person is separating, is going through divorce, is coming out of a relationship. But it could also be indicating that this relationship could be so significant it can result in the production of a child or playing a maternal or paternal role to another child, maybe someone that isn't your child. The blending and merging of families is possible, and you've got the marriage card here. I really want to say it's very deeply emotional, okay? Now, this person could be under the sign of a Pisces. There is two air cards here, a couple of pentacle cards here, so maybe there's a heavy air or earth element to this person. But I feel like in their mind, this person is a bit dual and or conflicted. When I see the Two of Swords, the twin swords do remind me of the sign of Gemini. So they might have Gemini tendencies, but Gemini energy around this person can indicate some sort of fickleness, or they're sort of weighing things up, or they're conflicted or confused, maybe between heart and mind, or something like this. So there might be confusion around this person, okay? But I do feel with the Page of Cups, the Page of Chalices, I do want to say it's a lot of fantasy in this relationship somehow, Taurus. Either this person is going to exceed your wildest dreams, your wildest fantasies. This person is going to meet them. It's something otherworldly. It's almost like it's a relationship that you may not, especially in the beginning stages, you may not be able to be exclusive for one reason or another. But the Page of Chalices is very whimsical. So there can be quite a romantic element to this person. They could be creative with their dates. They could be very charming with the way they speak to you. But I also feel like the Page of Cups translates or expresses his emotion in a very beautiful, poetic way. So it could be someone who does show their feelings or their romanticism for you in a very whimsical way, maybe through writing a song, maybe poetry, maybe something, you know, designing something for you. I think you'll be very encaptured by that aspect of them. But I do feel like they are quite an emotional person because they have that Piscean influence, a lot of water happening here. They may have come from some sort of betrayal though. So there's something that has them gripped. In this case, we see the bird. So I don't know if this is sometimes this person feels paralyzed and can't express how they feel mentally. I don't know if they might be going through some things that could impact the relationship, but it's almost like something or someone has a very tight grip on them. Or maybe it can point to someone a little bit more submissive. I do think that you'd be more dominant in this relationship. Taurus. I think in terms of the dynamic, this person is the one that is more submissive. This person is the one that's more likely to go with the flow and to respond to your emotions and respond to you more so. So this is what I'm leaning towards. But I do feel like they're hopeful, that they're really wanting to build something. So I do feel like they want something serious, but with the Two of Swords, it's a bit of a block here. Now there's the moon, so it can be Cancer energy that we're seeing here. I do feel like this person is quite social. Okay, they lead a social life. They could work in events. They could work with families, homes, maybe real estate. They could even have something creative here. Photography, art, design, writing. They have something like this about them. They could even have 2 different income streams as well. But I feel like they will be defensive about something. You're going to see a lot of defensiveness from them. I do want to say this person has a couple of sides, or there's duality about them, because the page is, the Pisces is very dual. It's Pisceans are very dual. They're very mutable signs, and so are Gemini. And I do feel like something is very conflicting about this person, or hypocritical, or, you know, it's almost like there's 2 aspects to this person. It could be that they have 2 children. It could be that they lead maybe 2 very different lives, or lead 2 different businesses or something. Or I feel like they're somewhat frazzled when the 2 of you connect. And I do think that might hinder the development of the relationship in one way. And I don't know if it's someone else, or they're still like, it's almost like they're in a transitional period when you meet. I feel like they're going to see you as a lot of potential, and they're going to see you as someone they could be settling down with. But it's almost like they're still exiting some sort of other life. So they're in a transition period, if you will, Taurus. And you're going to come into the picture quite early for them. You might be coming into the picture when they're having complications with their current partner, which could lead to a divorce, which could lead to a breakup, which could lead to a separation. You might be coming into their life when they're in that bitter stage of communicating with an ex, for example. So maybe that's the dual part you'll see, Taurus. So pay attention to what's happening with this person, with maybe their friends or exes or previous relationship partners. But it could definitely be that they're currently working on an ending, and that's when you come into the relationship, and maybe you aid, you help bring that one chapter to a close of this person, and you welcome in a new chapter together. I mean, that's very powerful. That's very powerful. And you are that person that can be the anchor. You are you're the strong and silent type. You're very resilient. You're very reliable, Taurus. And I think this person is absolutely going to love that stability, that constancy, that constancy that you provide them with, Taurus. I feel like they're really going to soak it all up. So I think you're going to help them in that transition period somehow with this relationship. But look, things could happen very quickly. Okay, for some of you, a baby could come before moving in, or marriage. For some of you, there's an engagement that could happen fairly quickly. You might move in fairly quickly. You know, it's almost like spinning out of control here. So make sure you're going to have to be the one that pushes for pacing here, Taurus, because I don't think this person knows pacing very well. Okay, I think there's a little bit frazzled. There's a little bit of erratic energy around them, and this is something you're going to have to work through. So we'll jump over to the extended and see how this applies. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, Taurus. I hope this has been helpful. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe, and hit the bell notification button to receive updates. Otherwise, have a fantastic month. Please stay safe, and lots of love. Bye for now.